Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the channel and thanks to my new subs, and we finally reached a great milestone, at least for me, 2,000 subs. So thank you guys for your support. We are doing a giveaway next Wednesday. It's going to be a draggy. So look at a few videos back that talk about the draggy giveaway. That's where you want to go and add in the comment section draggy to enter to win, but you have to be subscribed. So in this video, we're going to talk about some of our next steps that we did on the Boss after the cam install, the massage heads, I'm gonna call it. And also we did the oil pump gears and upgraded some hardware. So in order to do our track key calibration, this is what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna show you how we did it. We had to first, of course, have the Procal 2 programmer, which has a memory card which has the Boss calibration that is assigned to you, or should say assigned to you and your car. It will have the VIN number. How we uploaded it and we're able to activate the track key, the only way you can do that is either through Ford or a shop that has a Ford IDS tool. So what we had to do is, in order to get the track key loaded, I could not have a tune on the car. Now this is a conversation I had a couple years back with Ford Performance. So yeah, the car could not have been tuned on, so you had to have your stock tune. So since we already made changes, my tunes are basically null and void. We flashed the tune and we actually got an update. Once that tune got flashed, then we were able to load the Procal tune. Now, what was a little bit wonky about this didn't go really smooth, but I believe we did get the tune loaded. As soon as you plug this in, it immediately starts downloading. What you're supposed to do is have the enter key pressed while you put it in your ECU receptacle, and it would start downloading. Well, when we plugged it in, it started downloading, and we believe it got loaded. The track key says activated when you put the key in. The only thing we don't have is the lope tune. That could be because I got to run the black key for 5 minutes per the instructions to get my calibration, if you will, for the cams so they can find their place, and then run the red key. We're going to do that in a separate video. So what the video you're going to see is us basically loading the Procal programmer and using the Ford calibration tool, the IDS tool. So, and again, that tool looks out in the network. It's got all of Ford programs on it. It reaches out into a database. It can pull a lot of TSVs, all the information really on your car. So the only thing we ran into a glitch on is that, one, your car also, the other thing, and I forgot to mention, in order to load this tune, your car's got to be free of codes. Well, the only code we have was the skip a shift from the MT82, which we have a Tremec now, and that didn't happen before, so I'm not sure if that is something that my tuner selects when he's doing the tune to deselect. I'm not sure. I will ask them about it. We're getting tuned next week on Wednesday. So anyways, let's get on with the video. Enough of me talking, and I just want to introduce, and again, a big thank you to you guys. Let's get going. Hey guys, what's going on? We're here trying to load our own calibration track key tune. So one of the first things we got to do is flash it to get back to a stock tune. So I'm sacrificing my ED5 tune, which is no good to me anymore anyways. And we'll get the car back to a stock tune. And we can do that because we have a Ford IDS tool. So once we flash the tune and get back to stock, then we can proceed to, one, activate the key with the Ford IDS tool, then two, load the Procal. Once we get that done, we should be able to tune with the HP tuners over this calibration, just as Track and Ponies did. He did basically the same thing, except he didn't use a Procal tool.
He used the track key that was offered early on before the Procal tool came out. So this is a learning curve. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to find out. So it's going to walk you through.
Yeah, once this gets loads too, it'll tell you if there's any later calibrations available on this car as well. Like if Ford release any other updates,
Sure.
It'll say there's another calibration available.
It recognizes the car by the ECU, right?
Yeah. It might take a minute. F-150 I just did yesterday took a minute. EcoBoost. So yes, this does have a update.
All right.
These are your calibration numbers. So, yes. And this is where it goes onto the network and checks as-built data. This car should pick it up. One that doesn't pick it up, it sucks. Because then you have to log into the Motorcraft website and you actually have to go and find your car in the as-built data, and then you got to punch in all these different values manually.
Oh, wow. Okay. So it's looking for the VIN in the as-built data, and then it's going to flash your tune.
Yep, online, and it'll, because it's getting the latest calibration that Ford has out for this car that this isn't currently calibrated to.
What's it say?
It's just saying it's gonna tell you it's gonna go through multiple like loading bar graphs, and that's normal. Don't abort.
Downloading data. Now, do you think this is gonna affect any? Do you think there's any communication or programming from the transmission? I was thinking about that because that's totally different now too. Which we have an analog signal. Before the MT82 had a digital signal.
Right.
But I don't know if there's anything coded in the ECM.
But that's just fooling it, isn't it? Through your little
it could be.
box thing under there. Because there wasn't no programming with that, was there? I didn't even think about that.
There was some setup. There was some parameter setup that we had to do. Yeah, let's see. So we're about ready to flash back to stock here. There's going to be fireworks. Downloading data.
And yeah, it's just telling you it's gonna set a bunch of U codes, which it does.
And U codes are?
Like communication codes.
Okay. So it's still reprogramming?
No, it's done.
It's done. Cool. Now where are you going now?
I'm gonna do a health report to check codes and clear all them U codes out of it.
Oh, you do that right there then too, right?
Yep.
So do you activate the red key is in.
Yeah, see, it just set some here. Instrument cluster, HVAC. That's your code for the transmission, probably, that we're gonna have to figure out too.
Can you clear it?
I will try. But whatever you and Kent did when you put this transmission in, you're probably gonna have to do it again.
I can check. I'll check when we're done and see if on because I have the app on my phone. See if the data is still there, the parameters are still there. If not, yeah, we can reload them. So right now it's reading continuous DTCs.
Mm-hmm.
So we're all clear.
Yep.
Transmission's not there either.
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Might take an ignition cycle. Probably should make sure it still starts.
Okay.
Should be expected.
Now it sounds like a race car. That was our lope tune. That's called a miscalibration.
So we got. Now I think we go on to doing that key.
Well, whatever it was, it's still sounding good.
Yeah, it did.
What do you think? So we got the track key enabled, and we're doing that right now. All right, so let's just push the button on the laptop. Functions complete. Doing anything there?
Yes.
All right, so first steps are done, and we gotta basically get this plugged in, and then I'll walk you through it. So we're plugging in our Procal. This was registered to my boss, but we have the directions for the Mustang GT 2000 or newer. So we're gonna flip this camera around. All right, so we did the cable insert, prepare vehicle, so there's no accessories on, right? And the battery's fully charged. Headlights are off, everything's off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we located it. We're plugged in. Step 5, hold down the enter button on the Procal while inserting the OBD2 connector to the vehicle DLC. Then let go of the enter button.
Oh, I already plugged it in.
Should we do that?
Or should we just hold the enter button now? Or hold it while you're plugging it in?
Yes. So that was a step I missed. I apologize. I'd never seen that.
That doesn't make sense though.
Usually you plug it in and then you.
Yeah, look, it's already on a screen here, so.
Right. So do we press enter?
Do we need to go to programming? Probably.
Let me finish. The tool will update itself with the software from your memory card. That's probably what it's doing. Do not continue to the next step until the red error light goes out.
I seen, it must have did do that update, because I seen this stuff on the screen and that light was
And the
blinking.
menu appears reading programming diagnostic setup. And that's where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Note that holding down the enter button is only necessary the very first time you use a particular memory card. Well, I don't get that, but
Maybe it was to enable an update that looks like it already did.
yeah. Turn the ignition key of your vehicle on.
Should I try to do that or
Not start position. What, hitting the
enter button and plug it in?
what happens if you were to hit enter?
It would go into programming.
Hold down the enter button on the Procal tool while inserting the OBD2 connector into the vehicle DLC. Then let go of the enter button. The tool will update itself with the software from the memory card.
Okay. So I need to go key on.
Yep. Use a down arrow to highlight diagnostics and press enter to select highlight read DTCs.
That's your transmission code.
It came up.
Mm-hmm. Does there have to be no DTCs present to do this?
Yep.
That's what it said.
Yep. Do we need to clear that?
How do I clear it? Right there.
Says DTC's clear successful.
Yeah, it's not gonna clear. We're gonna have to do that whatever you and Kent did with that transmission.
So because of the Tremec, and we're not with the MT82, and we're getting a DTC for our skip a shift, and we can't clear it. So we're going to go back to the IDS tool and see what it tells us, because we can't proceed with any DTCs in our system with the Procal tool. So we're reading our DTCs on the IDS tool.
Yeah, it just comes right back.
Fault is currently present.
This is just a generic deal.
Okay.
So I don't know if we can do that over this code that's set in there or what.
Well, it's not an engine code, it's a transmission, right?
Yeah, but it is stored in the PCM. But it's not an engine related code. I don't know how much it would affect that.
Right. Well, let's try and see what happens. I don't know. Do you want to push enter while doing that, or
We can.
see what happens? It's a really odd setup, right?
Yep.
What's it doing?
Updating it. See the error lights on like it was. I think that's the same thing it already did.
So are we programmed?
No, it just updated this.
All right.
So diagnostics, read DTCs, and there's our code. So same thing as IDS. Yeah, I don't know if it'd work to just go over it. I mean, worst case, it'll probably boot us out of it, I would assume.
Resolve causes all existing trouble codes and clear DTCs, selecting the clear DTCs from the next menu, then press enter to clear. We tried that already, right?
Mm-hmm.
We did select read DTCs. All issues have been resolved. And the program. So
It does not have stock size tires or wheels.
yeah, it is diameter. Stock size is diameter.
Oh, is it?
Yes. So from the program menu, select edit config. In the program menu?
Oh, program?
Yeah. So edit config is in the bottom. XO373 octane. Adjust. Okay, go to octane. We'll do 93. So it doesn't take you to a number, it's just yes or no.
Must be edit configuration data use. Yes, we want to update that. And then you got 373s in this now, don't you?
Yep.
And then what is this in? This must be millimeters. Oh, revolutions per mile. And yes. Save changes.
All right, we added the max was 780 for the tire revolution. No, you're in octane.
No, we're back to programming. It didn't ask me anything more on the octane. That's weird. Just says yes or no.
So we got a revolution revolutions per mile. After programming, span hour indicates a different vehicle. Use arrow key to highlight X, so press enter, so that's all already in there, right? Use arrow key to highlight octane adjust and then press enter to select. Use up and down keys to toggle between yes and no and press enter to complete. So it says all kits except M66, which sets parameter to no initially. If you experience audible spark knock after programming your PCM with this setting, go back to 19B and change your parameter.
Because it's going to adjust your timing based on what octane rating you put in, I'm assuming.
So we got to say yes because it's not a, right? Octane adjust. Use down key. So revolution, turn stock, TPMS, which is your sensors. So I think it's all in. Yeah, that's the end. Right?
We didn't program anything though, didn't we?
I think the initial is program. I think it's program. I mean, go up to a performance scale. So we did all that, right?
Yeah, the battery charger is connected.
So I expect that it's already loaded in there.
An updated software is available.
Do your enter and
But
see.
we didn't program anything though. The only thing that we did the IDS and then this updated. Or did it automatically update it in the car?
Well, may be in the stock file, right? And this is going to allow you to program your tire diameter and those other, I believe, I don't know. There's no further instructions other than returning to stock calibration. So is there a performance scale? No, that you need to enter.
So do I do this one?
Yeah, let's see what the update is. If it'll update. So maybe that's a tune. It's saying it's downloading. No, uploading complete. Percent complete. It's uploading now, right?
Yeah.
Let's see what that does. So it looks like we are going to be completing this upload. It didn't go as smoothly as anticipated, but I'm thinking it's still going to load. We'll find out here.
Locked out, doesn't start.
Right. Let's see. Usually the last digit. Oh. Check data number 1 complete. It's going through its cycle. It's your wife calling you, Ted. Tell me to get your ass home. I wonder how many. Oh, it's going to go all the way up to 100%. I didn't see it.
How many checking datas do we need to check?
Oh, God. Good Lord, I don't know.
Cycle key and press enter. It's done.
Track key active. All right. Now, I don't want to fire this thing, so it's going to be
complete.
lean then, right?
Well, No, you got the bigger injector, so it may be rich. The injector data isn't put into the tune.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, that's just part of this thing, it said. After we do the Procal. Hit the off on the left side, and then resume button within 2 seconds. The green speed control indicator on the cluster should blink continuously twice per second.
Did you see any blinking?
I did not.
Try again. Oh, my speed control isn't working.
Oh, because of transmission.
Yep,
Oh,
I think so.
And it's not going to work because that code either, probably. I don't know how important that step is.
Well, looks like we're good, right? I don't see anything more here.
Oh, it said start engine and wait at least 30 seconds.
All right, here we go.
I don't know if it's going to stay running. Wait at least 30 seconds. Been 30 seconds?
Yeah. Can we turn it off? That's calming down.
Probably just hit open loop and the oxygen sensors took over. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Probably because of that code and that transmission.
Yeah.
But it still says track key active. That's the only code still.
All right. Well, it still took the tune. We know that's going to be there. I guess we'll figure that out later.
Seems to run okay.
Huh?
Seems to run okay to get it to your house at least.
Right. Go, man. It's done. I'm in disbelief. This has been a project for 3 years. I cannot believe we got it done. We got the track key loaded, cams are in, of course heads are on, oil pump gears. And funny thing, it's you know, it seems to be running well. When we started it on the 93 tune, it was super lazy. Of course I didn't drive it, but up here cold start is really bad, but just now since it's warmest, this is great, guys. This is great. Check it out. Let's listen to it. Now the side pipes are off, so it's open, but we'll get a little rev and that's it. Just a little rev and that's it. We got track key activated, and it's a first for this car. Yeah, it's still lazy, but it's running. Everything's together, no issues.
And look, no codes. But yep. Thanks a lot. Like and subscribe, and I appreciate everything, all your support. We'll see you guys later.